Well, welcome to the driveway, little bird. You are inside an Arapuca bird trap, also called a Mojave bird trap. Up here in North Georgia, we call them box traps. I think I did one of these when I first started doing videos, but it was real thrown together, and I was just trying to show a split stick trigger. This is actually the way that they do it down in South America. It's got 4 little sticks here. This one right here, I'll take it apart in a second, but what happens is Mr. Bird, comes through and he hits one of these little poles that are touching the back corners of the trap. There's some corn or some kind of bait here in the middle, but he goes in here. You're caught, mister. You're caught. You're caught. So the way this is set up is, again, you've got these 2 sticks you've made. You want to find one that's got a fork in it, just chop those off, sharpen one end, and that just makes it so that these 2 sticks can come and touch that. And with a little bit of pressure, you make a little V towards the back. But this is the important part while we're setting it up right now, so I'll show you. You lift this up, and you want to put the corner of that, or probably going to be using round stock, tree limbs you found off the ground. This string is from a different way to set it, so we'll ignore that. But you want to take your sticks and find the back corners of this trap, your box, your cage, whatever you want to call it, and make a V. And it's a little tricky to set up, but I tell you, in my experience, the harder it is to set something up, the easier it is to set off by an animal. So that's great. And that's what you've got. Hope you can see that. Back to each corner of the trap. And here we go, bird's eye view. There he is, right here. And what happens, let me set you a little bit further back. Let me find something that could be a bird. Here we go. Here we go. So you see where we're at here. We're gonna come in here, little bird, and you barely got to touch it. I mean, it doesn't take much at all. And now you've got your critter in there. And you just move some sticks, real careful. Reach down there and grab him. And you give him a big kiss or eat him or whatever. Or you can just store him in here. Store him in here for a little while till you decide it's time. And now we're going to set it up the other way. This was how they do it down in South America, first peoples, and now I'm going to set it up with cordage like they did it out in California, and that would be the Mojave bird trap. Alright, so what we've done is we've got a string on here that's going to act like our sticks did in the other one. And instead of having these little sticks that we've made, we're just going to use a split stick trigger that's like that. Okay. Piece of pie, really. So we take our first stick, our shorter one, and it could be even shorter than this, really. We'll take our top one. Now, you always want to adjust the size of your sticks based on what you're trying to catch. I'm about to catch a cat. I told you that don't usually go well. So, what we've got here, hope you can see that. Let me move you a little bit, little bird. Can you see that? These little strings are doing exactly what my sticks did in the first set. And you can actually put some leaves over this if you had a couple of handfuls of leaves, but your bait's going to go back in the middle again. And then hopefully you're going to get a few little doves or something, and they're going to be active in here together, and they're going to set the trap. This is really good for ground birds, like pheasants. That's a pretty good one. Quail are pretty tiny, and they will set it off, but like I said, you're looking for a flock of them, a little covey of them to come into the area. But it doesn't take a whole lot, and that's a really light stick. So that's 2 ways to set the Arapuca, Mojave, box trap, whatever you want to call it.